I have seen people use my apps in so many amazing ways this year. So today I'm going to talk about that, as well as how things have been going for what I've been doing. So it was a bit of a weird year for me. It did seem to go by very quickly. It's been completely dominated by intensive development on CueCam Presenter. I released a new version 3.0 in March, before which it looked like this, and then after which it looked something like that. And then 6 months rebuilding the video pipeline after that to go from this mess to this nice sort of declarative rendering engine that we've got now that's all very neat. But it wasn't all work. We also watched this guy go from this to this. So let's get into the show. Ooh. So this is Square's TV App Lab number 117, where I show you how to use the tools I've created to look better on video. I'm Michael Forrest. I make Video Pencil, Shoot and CueCam Presenter. And today I'm running the latest CueCam beta. We're live from the beta, so if you see anything weird, that's we're going to find out. Sometimes you just got to like jump in with both feet and just see if it's going to work at all. So I expect crashes, I expect audio problems, I expect videos to be weird, I expect unexpected transitions, I think there's going to be a flash of the countdown timer every minute, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But yeah, we're on the beta, so I'm trying it out, putting my money where my mouth is at last. Yeah, there we go. I think the way to fix this is actually going to be to just go into the project. But yeah, let's fade out the music, and then I can I'm going to just reset the countdown timer. I'm just going to remove that so that it doesn't think that there's a countdown, which I think should stop it from flashing up that countdown timer. Just checking to see if anyone's let me know. I can see we've got some people in chat. Let me know if everything's looking and sounding okay. So what are we talking about today? Well, I did say something about Video Pencil, so here is the map of the Video Pencil downloads. Actually, this isn't like, we're not on let's get onto a virtual green screen, shall we? There we go. So, it's a bit like laggy, isn't it? Okay, this is people that have filled in my little launch survey in Video Pencil telling me where they, it shows where they are. So you see we've just got people, apart from maybe a few places in the continent of Africa, which is much bigger than this. This is the bad projection that makes America and these countries way too big. But yeah, lots in the UK, lots in America, but then people all over the place, like India. I know there's a lot of people in Turkey. Yeah, all the different continents we've got people, so it's quite exciting. So yeah, just as a countdown, that's 290 people did it in the USA, 44 people did it in Turkey, which we're calling it, 44 in Canada, 34 in Australia, 32 UK, 20 in India, and then loads more. This is just the people that filled in the thing, there's loads more people that have used the app. So why are so many people using it in Turkey? Well, it's because of this.
Daralma, yukarıya çıkıyorsun, değinmek kök, ünsüz de biten de daralma olmaz. O yüzden cevap bu da olmaz. Yumuşama, yukarıda yumuşama da yok, bu da olmaz. Türeme de yok, bu da olmaz. Cevap
So we've got someone using Video Pencil to teach. And here's an idea of what people are using Video Pencil for as well, according to that survey. So, I mean, this is not a perfect word cloud, but basically course creation. Hey John, hey Jim, welcome. Course creation, we've got streaming, coaching, teaching, video creation, we've got sports coaching, and yeah, just all sorts of different uses for Video Pencil. We passed 11,000 downloads of the app this year with about 10% of people actually pay, so that's quite good. And Shoot is up to 92,000 downloads at this point. So hopefully next year we'll hit 100k. But what about CueCam? Well, first let's see, have people been downloading it? Let's see where they are. So we've got people from all over the world. This is all the downloads of CueCam in the last year and all the places that they've downloaded from. So you see, yeah, each one of these little lines is a download. So you see, people are having a look. That's about 1,600 altogether. There's about 130 people subscribing, so I think it feels like all the time I'm investing will be worthwhile, especially as we kind of get it a bit more accessible, a bit more solid. You see, like, I hope you're seeing how tight these transitions are now with the new beta. I hope you're seeing that it's a little bit more, like, there's not glitches in the same way. Maybe there's some different kinds of glitches to start with, but like, I'm hoping you're seeing that this is feeling a bit more kind of like fluid now. But what do people use this stuff for? What are people using the stuff they're making for? Well, let's just have a look. So someone said, book in 2002 about Civil War General. I'm doing a channel on the general family battles. Maps are a key part. I transcribed 94 letters the general wrote. So this is one thing someone's using it for. Someone else does live webinar trainings with people who work in the media across America. Someone else is in medical school and have to study through hundreds of online videos. So these are all people using Video Pencil. My mum is old and has a business with an online store. I want to create various tutorials and guides explaining the various processes. Someone else, the goal is to teach people around some tech news and explain it more clearly and easily by using the power of drawing. We're a professional mountain bike coaches, always looking to improve our feedback quality. Here's someone studying word history and Kazakhstan history. Here's someone making cheerleading video reviews. Here's someone teaching machine learning and AI at major universities. We've got people reviewing games, and I think that's like tennis games with their partner. Dancers using it for choreo cleaning. Live broadcast TV. Wheelchair rugby, showing athletes what they're doing correctly, using the drawing function to show them where they went wrong. So there's so many different uses just to like make presentations more interactive and intuitive. And every summer holidays, I make a movie every Friday. So like all these different things. And here's one of my favorite uses of CueCam and Video Pencil is on Hakim's
Our
channel.
analogy in this film was the graphics. You understand? So that it was a great choice and very smart way to use graphics to imply what this guy is thinking, right? What this guy is thinking is his dream to be driving this thing as part of a competition. That's part of building hope.
So yeah, like there's a lot that you can do with these tools, and I've heard from a lot of different people what they're doing. So I would say, what is my review of 2020? What's my review of 2025? The boy is good. Is there a way I can bring Jim on? Is there a way I can bring Jim on? I talked about bringing Jim on. I've just realised it's taken me all day to make 10 minutes of content. And that is what we're talking about. I'm honestly, what else can I say? It's been been an intense year, but mostly I've just been programming. Mostly I've just been working on taking this stuff from kind of like okay to being actually like to the next level, to being like trying to get it perfect. I've got a lot of plans for how to. I've really got a clear idea of what CueCam should look like now, but I can't do that until I have finished this video pipeline, which we're testing today in the wild, in the field, in front of people. So like I'm close. And then so this is going to be CueCam 3.3. That's what we're running right now. But then CueCam 4 is going to be, I think it's going to be a transformative experience for people. You're going to come into it. You're not going to have to wonder. You're not going to have to think about anything. You're just going to be like, here's my stuff. Here's my thing. I want to do this. It's going to flow much more naturally. So I'm really looking forward to next year to being able to get started with that. Yeah, this is all I can really say. I'll say I went to this talk with Mark Cousins at our sort of local film society, and I sort of got to thinking how video just because I'm sort of used to this kind of video. It's me on camera, but video can be anything, right? Video, you can have a video of anything. So why not make these streams a little bit more art? Why not cut in footage of a heron? Why not just like cut in stuff? Like the power of the cut is really interesting. I'm just trying to find the picture of me with me the other day, which I can probably find from here. Here we go. Copy. Look, here is me with paste image. Here is me with someone who he sort of like introduced me. When he used to have like talk on Channel 4, he sort of like introduced me to David Lynch, to cinema, to all this like amazing stuff that can be done with film. And so it was very cool to meet him and sort of be in this very intimate little setting and like in this little sort of clubhouse theatre. So that was an interesting experience. We went to Beijing this year. That was interesting, but not so different to here that I've kind of felt like what I'm doing would be sort of alien. And as we see from the graphs, the maps, like this stuff is kind of going everywhere. A lot of people saying ChatGPT is recommending video pencil and CueCams and shoot. So that's that's interesting for now, isn't it? But yeah, what I was going to do today, I'm just going to sort of stop this. I was just thinking about playing. I've got the music stuff set up, so listen. But what I don't have is the direct audio feed, because that's what I was scrabbling about at gym. Like the last 20 minutes, I've been trying to figure out why suddenly my audio interface doesn't connect to the computer over the long wire. So what I might actually just do is play some music over. It'll be picked up on the mic. And I'll just wish you a happy Christmas and sort of like leave it at that, really. And of course, we're on Discord. There's like lots of people in there. You can get help, all that kind of stuff. And then this is a YouTube video, so if you kind of like it and favorite it for what it's worth, you can. I'm not gonna over. It's a weird feeling to have been putting so much energy into something all day, and then for it to not to go out for lunch, not to go to the shop because I didn't have time. Didn't have time to do anything yesterday. Do you know, this is something? Just all these kind of things I've been doing that. And then for it to be like 10 minutes long, it's a very strange situation, right? This was me all morning. I was just like wrapping all these, wrapping like a fairly industrial quantity of Christmas gifts for my various family members. So this is it's a weird time of year. I can't say I love the kind of like obligatory present buying and spending, like just filling up the world with tat, but like I try to at least not make everything completely throwaway, but it did take me several hours to get all those Christmas presents ready, so that has eaten into my time today. We're going to come back next year with much more stable new version of CueCam with it's just going to feel much more solid, and I think I want to sort of show more art and show more people's art and show more interesting things like that. Do more educational stuff, do more interesting stuff. But anyway, that's 2025. But all I'm going to do now is just like switch over to the thanks, Jim. Switch over to the iPhone camera and just like just show you something I've been mucking about with. I feel like this audience isn't going to be really my target audience musically, but hey, it's fun. This is just something I've been playing with. So here's the camera thing. I'm just going to crank up the volume so that it gets picked up by the mic. Okay, bye. Happy Christmas. See you in the future. Bye bye. And press the button.